So, I'm always cynical about throne speeches. I think that they are far more symbolic than they are substantive. I mean, there were some interesting things in there about, regulating payday loan companies, some specifics, but you shouldn't look for specifics in a throne speech. It's the overture.
Here's what I thought was interesting about this throne speech. And Graham, like you said, had talked about this was going to be the NDP government's first throne speech. One of the things that we as an editorial board talked about afterwards, as we looked at all the various components of it, was how it didn't include so many of the things that you would actually expect from an NDP throne speech. Very little focus on education, very little focus on healthcare. I mean,
almost nothing on healthcare.
Yeah, the word healthcare or health was 3 times. The education appeared twice, and it was very much in the terms of, we will maintain these services. Instead, what this speech really, really focused on was that economic development issue. And it just showed you how very, very bad things have gotten when an NDP throne speech didn't include references specifically to childcare, social programs, all these kinds of things that would be NDP bread and butter, because they talk about preserving them, but that's where that ended. And then the rest of it was all economic development and jobs and potential efforts to create jobs.
Yeah, and it's interesting, actually. I think one of the things that came closest to that was this family tax benefit, the child benefit that's going to be kicking in the summer. That's not new. We've heard about that already in the previous budget. There didn't seem to be, as you say, a real strong sort of message around those sort of, I guess, traditional values.
And
of
new
the NDP
programs. They absolutely did mention that child tax credit, like you said. That had been previously announced. It was mentioned again, but
sort of as a confirmation, yes, things have gotten bad, but we're still going to keep this here for you because now you really do need it. That was the message that we got.
Yeah, exactly. It was framed in the context of the economy, not in the context of social justice or social development.
That's right.
And I think that's really true. I mean, it was all about Darren Billis's initiatives for, economic diversification, which is, a difficult conjuring act. I mean, I was away when Don Getty died and when the Don Getty funeral took place. But, with Don Getty very much on people's minds, we remember how badly this went the last time our economy cratered and the government tried to diversify. It is not easy to magically decide that, having coasted on energy prices for this long, we can suddenly become, figure out which industries are going to be our future. It's a very long-term and a high-risk thing. It's not something that's going to pay easy dividends for them.